Hi, welcome to JCS Engineers Academy. In this video, I am going to teach you the reference cycle and top reversible, that is Carnot cycle. Okay, let us go into the details. What is meant by thermodynamic? Thermodynamic cycles can be divided broadly as closed cycles and open cycles. What is meant by closed cycle? The exhaust will be used as a initial, that is, the working fluid is returned to the initial state at the end of the cycle and it is recirculated. So there will be no let out of the medium. And the other thing is open cycle. In this, the exhaust is not recirculated. So that is the only difference between open cycle and closed cycle. Many thermodynamic cycles are closed cycles, except gas cycles that is used in turbines. That is gas turbines. So this is the Carnot cycle is the reference cycle, and we will always compare with the Carnot cycle of all thermal or thermodynamic cycles. In this, we have idealized, or otherwise we can call it as assumptions. The cycle does not involve any friction, means there is no friction. So since there is no friction, there is no pressure drop as the medium, that is gas moves through pipelines. All expansion and compression process takes place in quasi-equilibrium manner. So that is called quasi-static. So there is no spontaneous process. You understand? So the pipes connecting the various components of the system are well insulated and heat transfer through them is negligible. So we can call it as adiabatic. Adiabatic means what? Adiabatic means Q is equal to 0. Okay, so there is no friction. So delta P, that is change in pressure, is 0 as there is no friction. And all the processes takes place, especially the expansion and compression, where the work we are going to get in compression work is being consumed and in expansion work is being produced. That is the difference between. Okay, we will move on to the actual cycle. That is PV diagram I am explaining. So the Carnot cycle mainly consists of two isothermal processes and two isentropic processes. As I said earlier, the work operations are always we follow the isentropic process. The ideal process of heat addition and heat rejection in Carnot cycle are isothermal, but it's very difficult to achieve that isothermality in Carnot cycle. That is why it has become an ideal. So the efficiency of this cycle is compared with the actual cycles and also other reversible cycles, that is process. So the 1 to 2 is isentropic compression. So we'll start with this, and the 2 to 3 is isothermal heat addition, and 3 to 4 is isentropic compression, and 4 to 1 is isothermal heat rejection. So these two, and if you observe the other cycles, so the isentropic compression will be there, isentropic expansion will be there, but changing these two, we have different types of cycles. So that is the difference you have to identify. You understand my point? So this is a work in, that is work is being consumed, and this is work out, that is we are going to get. And here the work, that is heat is added, and Q out is heat rejected. So this is TS diagram. So if it is 1 to 2 is isentropic compression, and 2 to 3 is isothermal heat addition, and 3 to 4 is isentropic expansion, and 4 to 1 is isothermal heat rejection. So it has started its journey at 1 and it has been compressed to this level, and at this end of this one heat is being added, and this is the 2 to 3 is heat addition process. Then work is produced during this expansion process, and okay, so that is about here work is being produced and here work is being consumed. So this is W in and this is W out, and it is Q in and it is Q out. So as per Carnot cycle we have and that means this is higher temperature and this is lower temperature. You can also use this as a heat source, and this is heat sink. As at one point S1 is equal to S4, that is entropy is constant. S1, that is entropy at point 1 is equal to entropy at point 2, that is 2, and this is 3, 4. Okay, so it is okay. Now as we know, efficiency of any cycle, that is we are talking about heat here, that is W net by Q in. So W net is also equal to Q net as per first law, and this is Q in. This is equal to QH minus QL by QH. If you divide this, this becomes QL by QH. And using Carnot theorem, QL by QH can be written as TL by TH. You understand? So now the efficiency of the Carnot cycle is TL by TH. That is the main formula we have to remember always. So you can also use temperatures, and sometimes if heat is available you can also use heat also, right? And W net is equal to W out minus that is output by minus input. So Q net is equal to in minus out. Okay, so this is rejected, this is added, this is produced, this is consumed. Produced, consumed in terms of work, and added, rejected in terms of heat. That's the only difference. But you can make what is the work if you wanted to want to use pressure and temperatures like that, you can use PV diagram. So work means that is 1 to 2. So 1 to 2 is an isentropic process. So it is a reversible adiabatic process. So the work done is P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by 1 minus gamma. This is. And W34, this is P4 V4 minus P3 V3 by 1 minus gamma. So final minus initial by 1 minus gamma. Final minus. So this is work done on the system. This is on the system, and this is by the system. So by the system is always positive, and on the system is negative. So using correct notations, you will also find this is a negative. Okay. So and one more thing you have to remember about it is a difference cycle. So since it uses air as a medium, so air can be treated as a perfect gas. So you can apply the perfect gas laws, all these things. But the only difference is it only depends upon the temperatures. So it doesn't depend upon the that is medium, whether it is other, that is petrol, diesel, all these things. But the Carnot cycle. So we have already studied, that is you might have, or you are going to study, that is Otto cycle, diesel cycle, vapor compression cycle, whatever it is. The reference cycle is Carnot cycle. So the efficiency of the Carnot cycle, that is, I am mainly talking about thermal, is always greater than any other cycle. You can take it for granted that the efficiency of the Carnot, any cycle, any engine should be less than the Carnot cycle or otherwise Carnot engine. I hope you understood my point, and if you have any doubt, please that is comment on comment boxes. Okay, so that is I have derived, that is 1 minus TL by TH. So the Carnot cycle is most efficient cycle and can be executed between a heat source and a heat sink. That is the thermal efficiency of the Carnot cycle is a function of source, and that is efficiency is directly proportional to that. You can also do that. So that I have written, that is efficiency of the Carnot is TL by TH. You can also take that one. If TL is equal to 0 or lesser than the before, and you are going to have the higher efficiency. Okay, thermal efficiency with increase in average temperature, it is and you can reduce and what you wanted to have, that is, and mathematically this function, that is TL by TH, must be as much as must be reduced. So okay, so if this is 0.4, what would happen? It is 60%. If it is 0.3, it is 70%. If it is 0.1, it is 90%. If it is 0, it is 100%. So what is your task? You have to reduce this thing total. So if this fraction is considered, numerator is reduced, this total fraction is also reduced, or denominator is increased, the total fraction is also getting reduced. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to receive all the notifications, and also share among your friends.